With that, let me introduce another doctor, entrepreneur, and innovator to our panel today, Dr. Rupal Dalal, uh, pediatrician, teacher, professor at IIT Bombay, um, one of my role models, how someone can go from a successful pediatrician practice in California, USA, to all the way to Mumbai slums, dedicating her life, discovering the real root causes to key problems or the most fundamental problem of newborn malnutrition, stunting, and malnourishment, and then working tenaciously to take the solution to millions. It's one thing to discover the solution, but then finding a way to take it to millions is a totally different challenge. And Dr. Rupal Dalal, working with the spoken tutorial teams, have created a wonderful model to take these key learnings to masses. So welcome, Dr. Rupal. Please share with us how can we empower more women, communities to take charge of their health through accessible education and these solutions.
Yeah. Thank you, Rataji. That was a very kind introduction. I also want to thank Professor Kannan for believing me first and giving me this platform of spoken tutorial to take our learning from slums of Mumbai to the whole of India, actually, because that's our mission to make India malnutrition free. And I'm in Coimbatore right now. I just came out from there's a whole day seminar where we have panel from WHO. We also have people from NIN, which makes a dietary guideline. So they did hear our work on malnutrition, specifically on breastfeeding, and they are very much waiting for the publication because the results that we are getting at MP, they saw it and they are really, really impressed. So, first of all, one thing is education, another thing is knowledge. I was educated. It's not that I was not educated. I did my MBBS in Mumbai and did MD in US. But I've realized when I came to India, I came back to India and I came back with a to practice pediatrics, in poor settings. And I came with a lot of the gnan, but we didn't have infrastructure in a lot of this charitable hospital, government hospital. We didn't have infrastructure to save very sick, critical children. So all that education was of no use to me because when you don't have infrastructure to save those children, we were not able to save them, even in a Mumbai setting. And that's when I went back to slums of Mumbai because that's where children were coming from. They were really severely malnourished, and tried to figure out like why these children are not gaining weight, why they're getting diarrhea, pneumonia, and we got like over a period of time, over 5-6 years, we started understanding the loopholes and then started getting results. And then after and we presented this data in World Breastfeeding Conference also. And here I had all this knowledge. Education was no use to me because I didn't use any of those education that I had done abroad or even as at MBBS level. But I had all this knowledge, of how to improve child's birth weight, how to improve, weight gain for 6 months, what to do after 6 months, what to do for even adult nutrition. But then I was approaching doctors, but unfortunately, they were not taking very keen interest because nutrition is not part of medicine. We are taught more of therapeutic medicine. Um, and here I was thinking whether I should go back to US, and I said if I work for NGO, I can help maybe one slum or two slums, or I can train maybe few people in because it's difficult. It's not just training it; they also require a lot of handholding. And right that time, Professor Kannan's team called, and they were looking for somebody to start, or help with health spoken tutorial. And it's literally got sent because uh, then I found a platform to pass on this knowledge to millions of people, and both Professor Kannan and myself, being Virgos, we are very strong on what we believe in, and a lot of time we have, arguments and all, because as he believes that he knows how spoken tutorial should be, I'm also very strict on how I want to pass on this information in terms of techniques, different points. I'm kind of strict. So anyway, we created this wonderful platform. Now, my thing is that, okay, people don't have to reinvent the wheels, we are already getting amazing results. We have published this data in conferences. We have published data in international journals. This information is important for women. Okay, it's important for women because women is the stronghold when it comes to life cycle approach. Okay, if she has good nutrition, right from, and it's a nutrition cycle, it's a life cycle, right? So it has to start literally from, I don't know where to start. Basically, pre-pregnancy, then even the adolescent. Then adolescent will be healthy if she had good infancy, if she had good childhood. She'll have good infancy if she had good, development in the womb. So it's all basically, life cycle approach. So even if we start, say for example, starting from pre-pregnancy period, so women need to know what all food that she needs to eat. I had no clue. So if you take my story, I was completely unaware of amount of protein that I needed during my diet. I was in US when I was pregnant, and in fact, I had completed my pediatric residency, and I was working in Kaiser Hospital. And because we were not taught, I would eat all this lot of food, which was not necessarily improving baby's weight. I was gaining weight. So I felt that I wish I knew this, that I needed more good amount of protein, first class protein. My child was only 2.5 kg. Then what happened? Once she was born, this was more in a very good hospital, in Bay Area. So everybody was calling her Munchkin. Then nobody knew how to guide me on breastfeeding. I thought I knew, but I failed completely. So right there, the second phase was that despite being pediatrician, I didn't know. I wish every mother get this knowledge, not after they deliver, but before they deliver. So a month before, every woman have to, at any stage, they need to know this, how to breastfeed the child. Like once a child became 6 months old, again, I had no clue that what would I give to the child. It was very traditional, give this, give that, but it was nothing whatever that we recommend or WHO recommend. So again, that was a gap. Again, I'm telling you, education is not equal to knowledge, right? So um, but I feel that, and when I learned myself when I was working in slums of Mumbai, and I realized as a doctor, as a pediatrician, what I missed, how would I expect this kind of knowledge in anybody, right? Specifically, women from poor background, coming from tribal areas, all that, So again, I feel that every opportunity, women must, and that starts from school age. So when I saw Pooja's, one of the student, doing like learning about nutrition, I was really glad because that's the time when you're growing up, you need to learn about nutrition. You need to understand what are the complications of sugar, what are the complications, all of this, so they need to know this. What is junk food? Once they finish their school, then during college time, I think it's important to learn, importance of breastfeeding, importance of their adolescent nutrition. Why, because nowadays, adolescents, they drink a lot of this energy drink. They have a lot of this, they eat junk food. They have PCOD problem. I'm a pediatrician. And a lot of these young women have PCOD problem, they have infertility problem. So all that, it's basically 80% nutrition. So
True.
I feel at every stage that if women can get exposed to nutrition, it will help.
True.
And of course, another thing what we can do is to, in all the hospitals, as you mentioned about the hospital also, in hospitals also, if they can show this tutorials, in ANC time, they can show about pregnancy tutorials. Post delivery, they can show about breastfeeding techniques and different holds. during, when they come for vaccination, they can show them, say around 6 months of age, they can show about complementary feeding, what food to start. And of course, all the healthcare workers can learn about through Ashima and through CEOs, DMs. Everybody needs to know. As first, I think all the doctors need to know, because if doctors know this, they will pass on this information to thousands of the patients. So
And I'm
that's
sure from your own story, I don't think the doctor should hesitate, given how powerful your own personal story is. So
yeah.
thank you, Dr. Rupal. And I think, as you pointed out, the nutritional knowledge needs to be at all levels. And I think, Professor Kannan, we probably may want to consider adding some of these modules to the school in box solution also. So we'll talk about that. I didn't even think about it earlier, but I think there's an opportunity there. So thank you, Dr. Rupal. I think both at the personal level as well as your unlimited passion, it just example for everybody to emulate. So appreciate your sharing some of that, and thank you for joining today.